Attack on Titan. So part 2 of the Attack on Titan finale was confirmed for Q1 of 2022, and with it we will get the main event of the final season. There's a lot that goes in the last parts of Attack on Titan, and I have a strong belief that when it's all animated, it will leave a permanent mark on anime and redefine it, from storytelling to characters and such. Before we get into the video though, I'll be saying spoilers for the Attack on Titan manga, so if you're an anime only, just skip this video or come back in a few months I guess when the last season is animated. Also remember to like and subscribe for more anime videos. Alright, so the first thing I want to address is Eren's character. Eren's character is probably the best thing about the final season. He's constantly evolving in his character, and even his closest friends and comrades can't really tell what Eren's trying to do. He went from super edgy Titan shifter that wanted to wipe out the Marleyans to enemy of the entire world, including Paradise Island, as he betrayed them. At least from their perspective, he had betrayed their trust and went out to destroy the world with the rumbling, even though the people of Paradise didn't actually want to. They just wanted to use it as a scare tactic to keep themselves at a passive state with the world to buy time for the time being. But then the Marleyans came to Paradise Island earlier than they had anticipated, and they engaged in each other. Eren fights with the Marleyans for a bit, trying to get to Zeke to awaken the founding Titan's power, and when he is finally about to, he had his head shot off by Gabby, but his head lands in Zeke's hands, which takes him to where Ymir is, where Zeke is in chains and able to move after explaining the whole situation to Eren. Eren reveals how he had never intended on going through with Zeke's plan, and was only using him to gain access to the founding Titan. But when he tries to get Ymir to let him use her power, Zeke tells Eren how Ymir will only listen to people with royal blood. I then proceeds to bind him with the chains and removes his own, revealing how he was just trying to test Eren to see if he was truly after the same thing as Zeke, which is when we see memories of Zeke's and Eren's father, Grisha. We are shown the parts of when he lived in the walls, which is where we learn that he still had thoughts and cared about Zeke, which is what surprised Zeke, stunned that his father actually cared about him. Grisha had planned to steal the founding Titan from the Reese family, but he had wavered, caring too much about his second family that he had started. As he was about to bail with his plan, Eren is enraged by this, which is when he starts shouting at his dad about he had started all of this, and that he needed to finish the job. Even though they should only be able to view the past and not affect it, his voice actually reached Grisha and gave him the push he needed to wipe out the Reese family and steal the founding Titan, which brought everything full circle. It was not that Grisha was a bad dad, which is what Grisha had thought, but because of Eren's personality, which is what had led to everything which was happening to actually happen. Eren was the root cause for everything all along, not Grisha, which was what we were initially led to believe, which is when they are brought back to where Ymir is, and Eren rushes to Ymir after he had broke out of his chains by severing his thumbs. In a panic, Zeke orders Ymir to take away all of the Eldian's ability to reproduce, but she doesn't do anything, and Eren embraces her and tells her that she isn't a slave or a god to anyone, and that she is just a person, and how it's her decision of what she wants to do. And he presents to her the choice of staying where she has been all this time, for the past 2,000 years, or finally putting things to an end, which is when Eren asks her if she was the one that led him here, convinced she had been waiting for somebody to finally break her out of her own chains. And as if to show her answer to his question, they are brought back to Paradise Island, which is where Eren transforms into the founding Titan, and the wall starts to crumble away, starting the rumbling. This moment is when Eren had become an enemy to the entire world, including his home island. He announced how he was going to end it all by destroying the world, and conflicted by this, his comrades decided they need to kill Eren for the world's sake. Skip ahead and we hit the climax of the fight with Eren, and he reveals the truth to Mikasa and Armin via paths. He tells them his real plan to make himself the enemy of the entire world, so that when Paradise Island takes him down, the world will see them as heroes, and they would have no reason to invade Paradise Island anymore. He tells Armin how he cannot distinguish the past from the present or the future, and had admitted he had influenced Dina Fritz in killing his mom. After this, he says that he will temporarily erase their memories, so they don't waver in killing him, and reinforces that he wants to destroy the world. After he is killed, his plan is proved successful, with Paradise Island being left alone after killing Eren and saving the world. These continuous twists and turns and reveals were a lot to process. It had flipped everything I thought about Eren on its head, and made me like his character even more. He was a little boy in the walls who had dreamed of going beyond them, and then through all the stuff that he had been through, was turned into the person who would stop basically a world war. His self-sacrifice had come completely left field and was not expected at all, especially with how it was reinforced over and over again, how Eren will do anything to protect his own freedom, when in the end he has sacrificed his own for the sake of the others around him. The ending for Attack on Titan will give a new perspective of many future authors, and I suspect with how much influence the series has, in the future we will see a lot more series that shift away from the more traditional main character. That's pretty much all I have to say, so hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for future videos. Peace.